I've been working all day, working all night. Some people telling me to just stop, but I can't leave my family hungry, sleeping at night. There's no way, no. There's no way. There's no way, no. There's no way for me to come home. I've been in the office, they asking me where I'm off. I'm thinking that I fell off. It's a bad decision to start off with. If I don't call back, don't be mad at me. Home and family is surely somewhere that I'd rather be. I've been on the road for just too long, hoping that I'll come soon. No, when that'll be, man, who knows? Guarantee I'll have something to show. Most of y'all complacent, none of y'all got patience. I know that for a fact, cause I'm part of that equation.
Free balling it, and then like after like an hour or two, it just comes out with like a rough model, and then I just start texturing it, figuring it out. So they're all just like off the dome. I don't really plan them out at all.
Nice. Just off the dome, just inspiration in the moment. I dig it. We got Meta Trekkers and we got Acid Beat. Yesterday was Acid's birthday, so what's up, Key Beats? Happy belated birthday once again.
Yo, thanks, bro. What's going on?
Happy birthday.
Yeah, appreciate it. Turned 33.
Nice. Hey, the 30s, I think I'm loving the 30s. The 30s are doing me justice.
You're a lot more wise, right?
I think it's at least more easy to navigate.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. Yeah, it was a good day.
That's
I was
good, man.
chilling on spaces with people, hanging out.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
How you been, bro?
I've been well. I'm working on a lot of different projects right now, a lot of different collaborations. You know, we got the Accelerator on Earth program, which we're going to get started in August, so I'm getting all the worksheets and stuff, like everything ready for that. You know, a lot of people doing stuff in the DAO now, and meanwhile, a lot of stuff that's just going down in Decentraland in general. Did y'all see this CBS thing, this CBS event that's happening today?
I didn't know about that. What's going on with that? That's crazy.
Yeah, in about an hour, apparently there's this TV show called, let's see, it's called Ghosts. So I just want to say, like, CBS, I feel like they, you know, maybe we didn't change the world's perspective about the metaverse with that documentary. Like, if I was in a documentary with CBS and I spent a lot of time with them, like, talking about the metaverse, and like, they came correct with this. They didn't just like pop up in the metaverse to do something. Like, they actually are creating this puzzle game. It almost reminds me of like Wonder Quest, but it's free and you go there. It's like, it's a theme to the TV show Ghosts. I don't know if have you ever seen this show Ghosts?
Sounds familiar, but I can't remember exactly what it's about.
Yeah, I mean, let's look at a preview of it I'm gonna throw it up on a preview on Twitch, or you can listen in. Let's see, Comic Con blooper reel. No, I want the real thing. CBS. Because if you just type in Ghost ! On YouTube, you're not gonna. So it's a comedy, apparently. Let's take a look at the trailer. Hold on, I gotta get my sound.
Ghosts are a real thing, and my wife talks to them now.
There's a hippie and a Viking. And a Hamilton.
How do you know about Hamilton?
What do you want?
Leave him, kill yourself, become a ghost, and get with me.
No. It is time for you all to leave.
Girl, we can't leave.
Yeah, you just sort of stay where you die.
And how you die.
My doc was pretty worried about my blood pressure. Luckily, didn't turn out to be a problem.
Oh, what happened?
We've been through this.
This is our house.
We've been here longer than you.
Yeah, and guess what? We're alive.
Alive?
Ouch.
I miss my family. My sweet daughter, Laura.
You have access to an actual living now. Sam can track him down for you.
Please visit Woodstone Mansion. Love, Pete.
That's not how it works.
Don't live your life with regret, Samantha. Go after your dreams, because you are only here for a short time.
I can feel my heart beating.
Laura?
Surprise!
'Cause you make me feel
I'm a grandpa.
like I'm alive again.
question for Kevin. So I feel like Decentraland doesn't do enough in terms of like advertisement. Have you thought of like asking for like getting a grant in terms of like doing like TikTok videos and like shit like that, like where like these like YouTube shorts and like the Instagram reels, you know, like kind of attacking that market? Because I feel like I learned what Decentraland was from like one TikTok video that I saw, and like that's what got me into it. But like I haven't seen anything else on any other really media platform other than Twitter, you know?
Mm-hmm. I think that comes back to a reality we all have to face, and that is this whole time we've been beta testers. Decentraland has repeatedly shown us a lack of stability. That is not like to say, listen, I'm a developer, like I develop other technology, other platforms, like that's not a diss. That's just like to say we're early and we literally are still on a beta client for Mac and Windows. And I think investing in advertising at this stage in that fashion that you're talking about, like putting actual dollars into pumping posts and really getting eyes and attention, I think at this stage might not do as much value as we like to think. It's not going to produce the long-term impact, and I don't think it was necessary for us to reach our next milestone in growth. I think our next milestone in growth had a lot to do with stability and accessibility. Our current user base right now, even if we did market it, probably 50 or 60% of people who even see that marketing are not going to have the system, the actual good experience in Decentraland, and so we can actually retain them as long-term users.
That totally makes sense.
You know? So, like, if we focus our capital right now on the actual, like, stability, and by making a client, like, having something that can literally be accessible by people with have lower hardware functions, then when we do put that $600,000, $1 million into advertising, we can now access that at 60% of the market, which we weren't because of that. So I think a lot of the reasons why we don't see that kind of advertising is because A, what I just told you, and B, because we have such an amazing content creator community that has been just like really taking it hand over foot around to tell the story and tell the value of Decentraland, that almost like as a team, I feel like from the Decentraland team's community, they're like, thank goodness, because we can focus on the product and thinking about the product, and, you know, investing in marketing can be a money pit, and it can drive you in the wrong direction, and it can ultimately also drive you in the wrong frame of thought to think that, you know, marketing creates value. Marketing highlights value, highlights an opportunity for value. But if you see that in your like, and with developers, they always have ideas. They always want to create. They always want to build more. They're not always thinking about, like, you know, the necessary, like, the marketing component of things. So I do think that needs to change soon. And I think that we actually, if you look at the jobs board for Decentraland, many of them already do have opportunities for, like, hiring a global social media lead. There's a job right now, if you're interested, on the Decentraland jobs board for a global social media lead. There's a job for a chief operations officer. Like, they're trying to find these people, but it's not easy to find the people who have the knowledge and understanding of Web3, along with the skills and background to manage the kind of, like, execution and strategy that we're talking about. I mean, this is I would say, you know, $1 billion, you know, this is like, there's a lot of money in this market that we're talking about. So, like, the biggest risk, the biggest catalyst for win or fail for any company, period, is hiring. That's the hardest thing. That's the thing that can also sink your ship. So, you know, there's a lot of pieces in play, but even if I was at the helm to make the decision, I would say I would concur with their decision right now to focus on client development for accessibility and, you know, refining the DAO. think about it. Those are the two things that really need to happen right now. And what is even if you were to logically look through all this information on your own, like, you would see that those are the things. Refining the DAO so we can have a smooth pipeline of innovation and content creation into Decentraland that is decentralized and trustless, and of course there needs more work there, but you can see every week there are updates and changes and growth happening there. And the other end is, really establishing that client and getting hiring underway. So I think for the next year, we're going to see that client sort of step out of the beta stage and start to get more sort of like, from there, we're going to see more features rapidly deployed, because when they're developing this client, they have to literally basically redesign the architecture in many ways and pretty much build a lot of stuff, with a new perspective in mind. And so I'm sure they've had to rebuild a lot of things, but when they get done with this stage of the client, like, the speed in which we'll be able to start pushing out different features, everything is going to run more smoothly. Like, it's just a process. And so for me, I feel like over the next year, that's going to tie itself up nicely. And moving forward, we're just going to be in a position where ideally in 1 year, we should see that DAO pumping out $1 million a month in funding. What's good, Shake and Bake and AI avatars? We should be seeing that DAO put out $1 million a month in grant funding to the right people, of course. And keep in mind that the DAO does have a way to remove access to a grant. So everything that is happening right now in terms of setting up the ways for people to update through the actual DAO, like, for those of you who haven't created DAO proposals might not know that, but before, we had a Trello board where we would be updating people with our DAO proposal stuff. There wasn't like a place in DCL for us DAO grant recipients to do that. So now they've updated it where on your own DAO proposal, you can actually put in that information. Like, they're doing all those things. So, and if somebody isn't following through or doing things the right way, then that grant can be removed. And that's the kind of infrastructure, like, building things like this, it's not the marketing that grows it as much as we like to think that it's the marketing that does. It's really the infrastructure that makes people's lives easier. That's the true catalyst. That's the true accelerant for any platform, for any innovation in this space. It's, the marketing is just a highlight. It's just an awareness component. It's like, but if you don't actually have the thing there that is making people's lives easier, making their lives more fulfilled, then marketing is a waste of money. Let's be real.
That makes sense. I feel like you're totally right. I didn't even think of it like that, because once you started saying that, I thought about like all the Mac users and stuff that just like don't have, like, what I have friends who try to run Decentraland and just like broke their computer, and I just don't really think of that because I've been in PC stuff. I've been doing this for like 10 plus years, so I don't really think about how like unaccessible this beta stuff is for the layman.
Totally. I mean, I have to say, like, I feel like I get exposed to this on so many levels because, like, I've worked in the last 7 years. I've worked in developing technology for pediatrics, for teachers, for doctors, for seniors who are ages 65 and above. I've seen and I've been involved in development and research, and like, we're talking about like working with hospitals and working on a really like deep level, going into schools and special education programs and going into senior centers, senior homes, and doing interviews and all that. Like, and there's not and at every stage, people are at different levels in technology. It's crazy. Like, honestly, at this point, having seen what I've seen, I honestly feel like there are people who live right now in that sort of like, I would say like, and this is like conservative to say, like, they live in technology wise, they live in like the 90s.
If even that, I know that they're like, I had some friends that did like mission trips or whatever
Oh,
parts of Louisiana where they don't even have like internet yet.
wow.
They don't even know what it is.
Much less being able to access Decentraland.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, yo, let's set up. We need to set up Decentraland kiosks, you know, like around places so people can just like maybe at like Starbucks or McDonald's,
Dude,
you know.
Such a good idea, like promoting the metaverse through IRL. I guess like I don't really know how else to put it, but like having a thing where like, oh, if you go to Starbucks in real life, you get this NFT, and they're like, oh, what's an NFT? You know, and then they start like, oh, if you buy this NFT, you get like 30% off every Starbucks order for the rest of your life, or some stuff like that. You know.
Oh, you know what? Like, you know those Happy Meals?
Yeah.
We're only a decade away, I'd say. Because think about it, if we're in your 30s, when we get maybe our people our age, when we're in our 40s, your kids are gonna be people our age are having kids right now. When we're in our 40s, those kids are gonna have grown up on our degenerate nature, right? Our decentralized, those kids are gonna be looking for freaking NFT wearables in their freaking Happy Meal. Tell me I'm wrong.
They're gonna be looking for those QR codes, man.
Dude, oh well, you know what? I mean, you know what's? I feel like honestly, even closer to that is gonna be clothing. You know, just yesterday, Nike dropped their AR hoodie. Did you see this?
Oh, I did not. Do you have a link?
Yeah, I'll pull it up right now. So they dropped their AR hoodie. Now let me just preface this by saying this artifact drop was one of the most difficult drops of all time. I couldn't even go live yesterday. Basically, the whole website kind of went to, it didn't work out. They had a third-party service that they were using that got overloaded, of course, by us degens, and it just put everybody in a wait line that was like 2 hours, you know? So basically, the only way to claim was to actually go into the smart contract and mint it from the smart contract. So I ended up doing this, and I made a video and I posted it on my YouTube channel, and within hours it got more than 1,000 views. So it ended up being pretty dope. Was able to help a lot of people get their AR hoodies. But these things come. The reason I'm bringing this up is that they come with this thing called an NPC chip, which is it's like a little chip that's Big Nasty with the Prime sub on Twitch. Appreciate you big time. Much love.
Of course, brother.
And so this thing comes with an NPC chip. So literally, you can basically tap it to things to engage or interact with it. It has a whole AR component. So the fuck? Sorry about that. I tried to click the video and it did that. I don't know why I did. But yeah, so basically there's a whole AR component. The hoodie literally is like a QR code, markers all over it. You literally look like a test dummy. Am I this thing? Are you looking at the Twitch stream?
Yeah, I'm watching it, man. This thing is sick.
Yes, so it's like an oversized hoodie that is going to have these AR wings that apparently even just the idea is that even just with a regular camera, you'll be able to point it at it and see this sort of AR regardless of whether you're in a specific app.
Man, that's sick, dude. I'm just looking at it, thinking about all the triangles.
Dude, right? Oh my gosh. Dude, this is gonna be insane. Imagine, you know how some people, they say oh, I don't want to be, I don't want people taking my picture?
Yep.
You could have, people are, if this works out the way we're seeing it unfold, people are going to have these sort of it's almost going to be a must in this digital world to have an avatar. Not only one avatar, but multiple avatars. Because people are going to want to segment what kind, if somebody takes a picture of them, I don't want people to see my actual face, but maybe I can have a specific, if I'm in a picture with X friends, maybe like they see me as my Bored Ape, or they see me as my Fluff or my Artifact, like, and it'll be specific clothing like this Artifact hoodie that's going to be able to catalyze that kind of sort of interoperable identity, with day-to-day use. Like, how else are you going to do? Are you going to make people walk around with markers all day? No, they freaking created a hoodie. They throw tracking markers all over that shit. And now, literally, like, Kanye West doesn't have to wear his mask on stage anymore. He can freaking just be whatever this AR thing he wants to be.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of those Twitch streamers that like use the I don't really know, like the green screen or whatever, and it like mimics their face. I don't really know what that is. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, the deep fakes.
Yeah, like
Or face rig.
yeah.
Oh, face rig. Yeah, face rig, exactly. But even face rig, like, I'll say that the biggest challenge with face rig, like, and probably I think this is probably the thought process that Artifact had. They were like, hey, we can make the Snapchat filters for the face, right? But like, what about the lower body of the clones? What about people who want to try, like, no, like, how are we going to like make it so, any app could easily track that? So they're like, what the hell? Like, we're like an apparel company. Like, dude, this is Nike is like running their own freaking race right here. I mean, like, cheers to them. They don't even like, even though they fucked up on the airdrop on and they even admitted themselves. They don't take it personally if I say that. Like, and actually shout out, literally they retweeted the CTO of freaking Artifact retweeted my video showing people how to mint from freaking contract. Insane. Right before he actually went to his apology thread, he said, before I write a long thread explaining what happened today, here is an official guide on how to mint from fucking smart contract. And he posted our freaking video.
Why doesn't every home in the
See, that's fire. It's because there are going to be mistakes in this community when we're trying to like do new stuff, and for a company not to just like push it under the rug and to just like take care of it right away is huge,
Oh, absolutely. I mean, in the end, like, this is the thing. The Artifact community is used to quests. So, like, to have to jump through hoops and research and find things and sort of hive mind solve problems is not something that the Artifact community is unaware of. We're very used to that, and we've been trained in the art. But, it's not something people were very excited to have to do on such, like, a surprise, unintentional notice. But I really actually thought it was amazing to see that, like, Artifact, they don't see themselves as separate to the community. They see themselves as part of the community. The fact that their CTO posted this video that somebody who he's never met, but who is part of the community and has a clone, he posted that saying this is the official guide on how to mint from a smart contract, shows that sort of mentality. And that is the Web3 culture that I love. Like, I'm so pumped. I'm so bullish, and I'm ready. Like, actually today, we are supposed to be able to forge our hoodies. So if you did manage to get one of these hoodies, I think it's like today until maybe I think it's the end of the month potentially. Let's see. I'm not sure what exact day. I'm sure it says it in their Discord. Let's see. 15 minutes, by the way, until CBS enters the Metaverse with ghosts. I'm going to head over there. I got to check this thing out. Yes, Sherry Berry says, getting an identity shield with a wearable is amazing. Folks, we're right around the corner. We are right around the corner. Tell me, is that something that you want? Is that something that you want to have? Big Nasty, do you want to have what we're calling now an identity shield with NFT wearables? I think Big Nasty might have gone. He's muted. I'm curious to know what y'all think. Do you think Sinful Mystics says it's something that we need. Sinful Mystics, and so you shall receive. Trust me, we all know that we need it. Think about every single person who said, you could just make a video. It's like, are you sick of showing up in people's, YouTube videos? You sick of showing up in Kevin on Earth's vlogs? Get our limited edition identity shield. And this is going to be the thing, literally. Fast forward 20 years, all cameras are going to have this kind of technology that's going to pick up on these quote-unquote identity shields. And these analog, quote-unquote analog cameras that don't have those features are going to begin to be like collector's editions, like collector's stuff, because like the only way to maybe like bypass people's identity shields is gonna be to have like a Polaroid freaking camera. Jay Kang says, I can't beat 19 seconds, the Gray Man Maze. Mostly Mothy. I am not involved. Well, I'm involved with Artifact. I am a Artifact holder. How I started with Artifact, basically I got my Artifact avatar. I fell in love with the product. I knew that this was something I could relate to on a deep level. Like that, when it comes to how I relate in art and as a creator, like this is where I resided. In terms of identity, I would call Decentraland home. But in terms of identity, this is it. So I ended up getting this thing, look at this, at 2.45 ETH, which is pretty solid, 7 months ago. From there, I've just been following along, holding, just creating content, playing around with it. I went to the Artifact NYC event where they had their debut at the Gagosian. And there's a little vlog there if you want to check it out. And yeah, and then from there they dropped the 3D files, and I've just been playing around with those. So I'm not actually on the team, which is for me even more heart-wrenching. It like tugs at the heartstrings that, their CTO said that this was the official smart contract mint walkthrough. Let's frickin' go. And here we go. Artifact retweeted it. Are you kidding me? That for me was just like, family. Family, folks.
Yeah, that's how I felt when Decentraland first. I went live on Twitch doing Blender, and
yes.
PB retweeted me through the Decentraland Twitter, and I was like fanboying so hard. I was freaking out.
Yeah, and people came through, right? Like
so many people, yeah.
Dude.
A lot of people came through.
Epic.
A lot of people came through to my Twitter too, and it just like, expands that community.
Totally. Nice. Yeah, I'd say it's when do we really see that in freaking anywhere but Web3? Like where are we seeing it where like when you have people who are engaging, creating with these brands, that you really see like that? I mean, I feel like it's more common in Web3 at least. Hey, we got Rose the Kitchen Lady here.
I feel like it's only in Web3 where like you have big brands that are collaborating with small creators and small influencers that like you wouldn't really see that in real life.
Absolutely.
You only see like famous people in commercials, stuff like that.
Literally, and not to mention being able to actually like play with the IP, for us to get these sort of like avatars, these images, to get the right to play with them and sort of not just be given a product, but be given a tool, it's saying something that we can use to actually like do something valuable with our time, like, or at least intrinsically valuable on whatever level we are looking for as individuals. Hey, we got people from Northeast. We got people from Florida. I'm curious where everybody is. Like, people from all over the world coming together, and it's just an amazing thing. I myself am in North Carolina myself. Maybe not for much longer though. Where should I be checking out? Where is the Web3 community popping off? Or where is it not popping off? So we can start targeting our advertisings there. I'm actually stepping into Golfcraft right now. I got to get my practice rounds for the day. Last week was tough. I don't know. Did y'all see the Golfcraft tournament that we are in? There is a streamers only Golfcraft tournament right now.
I have not seen it.
It is it's neck and neck right now. It's a Golfcraft sponsored. There's going to be some prizes in store, but we're going to see right now. Here's the we have the leaderboard right here. Your boy's in third place, got the bronze. There are 5 people so far, so I'm smack dab in the middle. I'm at par. Sir Drop Bear is freaking in the lead. But I've been having, like in comparison to Ethermon, when you go here to Golfcraft, I feel like it's a different kind of game. It's not the same kind of game. It's whereas Ethermon's more of a battle game, is more like a strategic battle game and leveling up game. I feel like Golfcraft is more the type of finesse game. Does that make sense? It's like you got to put the right amount of sauce on it. That's my thing. I'm the sauce man when it comes to Golfcraft, let me tell you.
I'm so bad at Golfcraft.
I've made it a mission of mine to become the Don of Golfcraft because I'm a competitive guy. They threw me in a tournament, like that's it.
I was wondering, have you played Exodus at all?
Exodus, I have. I do enjoy Exodus. It's something I play when I'm like, how to describe it? It's something I play when I'm
very grindy.
Exactly. I'm doing like multiple things at once,
Yeah, that's what I kind of like about it. Is like you could just sit there and click off, and then click off. Every couple minutes.
Exactly. It's good for when you're exploring OpenSea. When you're looking around at those rarities, when you're checking out Rarity Tool, trying to find that misplaced paper-handed NFT. What's the biggest paper hand NFT you've ever seen? I don't know.
What do you mean by paper hand NFT?
Somebody who sold an NFT, or maybe it's your own paper hand. Like me, I have paper hand. I can think of one NFT that I sold a little bit too early. Paper hand means like you sold it just way too early. I can tell you, and I'm not afraid to admit this, I sold my World of Woman like a week too early. Like I bought this World of Woman for like 1 ETH. And it wasn't for bad reason. I don't know if you're familiar. Are you familiar with Fluff World?
Yep.
So yeah, Fluff World, they have like those fluffs and stuff, and like I freaking am all about it. I love their culture. I love what they do. And so I ended up like having this female one, but like if there's like a breeding mechanic that's coming, that I was like, I'm gonna need my male one, and they have to have the same background. So I was like, I ended up being like, I had to choose between, am I gonna stick with world? I was like, how am I gonna get this? I don't have any like liquidity right now. Blah blah blah. Like everyone's sob story, right? And so I was like, I was like, am I gonna, like, what can I do right now? I was like, I had this World of Woman, and I had been World of Woman for a while, and it's nothing against them, but, like, this kind of connects to, like, you want to be involved in projects that aren't necessarily, like, ones that you can relate to or that you would enjoy being a part of. And for me, like, honestly, maybe if someone can correct me, but my experience with World of Woman is that is just, like, a bunch of really just like a bunch of like airdropped art. No technology, like no unique, like they did tag along with some other like innovative projects, like, you know, with their brand. But I actually had a chance to meet with the World of Women team, and, you know, this isn't being recorded, I think, so I'm pretty good on the Twitter space. Fuck it, I don't give a shit. Like, I met with their team, and honestly, like, no offense, I wasn't impressed. Like, they had a...
Yeah, if you don't agree with a project and their vision, you know, you can always speak your mind.
I love their product. I love the vision. I love the design, the aesthetic. I love all of that. But I didn't feel like at least when I met with their team, I didn't feel like they were builders. If that makes sense. Like, I got the sense that they were marketers. Like, that they had a good idea, they had a good mission, a good vision, but they didn't strike me as, like, listen, we're builders. Like, what I mean by builders is, like, somebody who goes out and finds new ways to leverage technology, or ways to take technology and introduce it to new mediums, or to, like, constantly be obsessed with the next thing that you're trying to build that's going to be, like, the thing that the world doesn't have right now. Like, I didn't get that vibe from them at all.
Like what we were talking about the other day, how, you know, you have one step and then you hit your one goal, and then you gotta have 3 goals after that you're working towards, you know?
100%. That has to be it. I mean, and maybe that is there. Maybe they do have that. Maybe I just was never exposed to that. But, you know, for me, when I had that meeting, I was like, I sold the NFT, and I went in ahead and I bought, like, because now look at a company like freaking Non-Fungible Labs. Look at Fluff World. That is those companies are builders. And you know what? Those are the most humble, like, open to feedback. Like, they're like, you know, they really are about this. You know, I don't know how better to describe it, but they are really about that life. And those are the projects that I invest in, you know, the ones that, because that's just more fun for me. You know, I don't care. Like, I like the art. I like getting art, but what makes me really invest in an NFT project is building. That's just facts.
Exactly. I mean, I don't think I told you, but your KOE token,
yes,
was actually like the first NFT I bought that wasn't a wearable.
Oh, let's freaking go. Listen, I appreciate that. Big Nasty.
Hey, shout out to KOE. Number 99's up in the building. I'm number 27.
Hey, oh damn.
I think I'm first 90, right?
Oh yeah, you were in the first 90, exactly.
Let's go.
Exactly. So literally, for those of you who don't know, this is basically when I was early on, when I first started my channel, when I reached 9 subscribers to my channel, I said, like, you know what? I want to make sure that I can always identify who these 9 people are, and I want to be able to reward them along the way. Even if, like, I don't have your email address, your contact, your Twitter, you don't reply, doesn't matter. I want to be able to reward you, and we're going to use this technology we have available to do that. So I created this badge that was the On Earth badge that allowed me to essentially see who were the first 999 people to subscribe to the channel. And that was like when I reached that number, 999 subscribers, I released this 999 On Earth badge. And, you know, actually legit, the way I actually got my clone is like from that stream that I did when I launched that wearable. Like, I think we sold like around like 80 of them that night. Like, I did a 24-hour stream, like, so it wasn't like I just launched it and like it sold. Like, I ended up streaming on Twitch for 24 hours in Decentraland.
Jesus.
It's a funny video. Like, by the end, I was like dazed, yo. I was like dancing, standing up, like, but the funny thing is, like, on my 24th, like on the 24th, but like the 23rd hour, like, people started showing up and shit, and I was like so like dazed, but people were getting me amped and shit. So we were like at the Trunicorns building. I was like just dancing, like, just to stay awake. It was so hilarious.
Gotta keep up.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, like, we ended up, like, doing, you know, getting the first batch of those On Earth badges out that day. And pretty much, like, the idea is this. When we reach each stage, we're going to know who was there first. And when I reach this point where, like, this channel has 1 million subscribers, we're going to be able to know who were the first 999. We'll be able to reward them. And you'll be able to, if one day you said, hey, like, I don't vibe with this, like, or, you know, for whatever reason, maybe you have a second 99 On Earth badge and you want to sell one of them when we reach 900, you know, when we reach 1 million. Like, I'm not telling you to go get a second one, but there's some people who have 10 of these. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and they've sold some for some profit along the way, but the idea is that, like, you know, imagine if you were one of the first 5, 10, 100 people to discover Outkast, or to discover Stephen Colbert, or discover, like, you know, an artist or a creator who you really respect. You know, when they blow up, how are you gonna, you know, maybe you tell your friend, oh, I was one of the first people to go to an Outkast show. How are you gonna prove that to them? How do people currently prove that? They can't.
That happens so much. That's such a good point.
You know, they can't, and you can't prove it. And you better bet, like, if Justin Bieber knew who his first 100 true supporters of his art were, for instance, or, like, whatever, like, you know, Andy Warhol, you better bet that he would be ready to give them priority access to anything along the way. And if other people choose to sell that value to somebody else, I feel good as a creator to know that if you were to sell your 999 On Earth badge to somebody else for thousands of dollars, I would feel happy to know that not only you got the benefit of my growth as an artist, but that person deserves the right to have that label as one of the first people and get the benefits, because that does have a value. NFTs gives us the ability to literally allow other people to purchase that value. So that's what these On Earth badges are about. I appreciate you supporting and joining our band, Big Nasty. And, you know, as you know, there are many things on the way. So make sure to stick around, and we'll be making big shit happen. Number one, starting with actually every month we do that. Did you get any Meta Moments wearables yet?
I got them all so far.
Good. Okay, so every month we're going to be dropping those Meta Moments wearables for On Earth badge holders. You do have to, it's on a first come, first serve basis. So you do have to be in the Discord channel. It's basically just the Decentraland Report Discord channel, but there's a verification channel where you can verify your On Earth badge. And we have a lot of conversations. We talk about everything from the market, different projects that are dropping, you know, a bunch of alpha, for instance, along the way that we like to leak to our crew. Y'all, do you want some alpha right now? I got some alpha that I'm sitting on.
What's alpha?
Alpha is like that information that is going to give you that number one spot. Is that information that, like, you know, when people show up and they already know where everything is? And you're like, how the fuck did these people know that this drop was here?
Oh, I know what you mean. I know. Yeah.
Dude, that's the alpha, bro. That's the alpha.
I'm interested.
Dude, that's what I'm all about it, because I definitely hear and I learn a lot of things along the way, and I want to, you know, I try as much as I can without breaking any NDAs I might have signed along the way to share this information with y'all. So there's a couple different things that are going on. Number one, I'm collaborating with a builder to build a Decentraland report game in Decentraland. It is not going to be necessarily a play to earn. It is going to be a competition. It's going to be a race. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Spike TV. Did anybody watch Spike TV growing up?
I did.
Oh, you know Spike TV. Then I'm going to give you this hint. You're going to be seeing a game in Decentraland that you saw on Spike TV.
That's
and it's going to be alongside Decentraland Report.
That's even crazier.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And when you see the ace we have up our sleeve on top of that, that literally nobody has done anything like this in DCL before, I think it's freaking innovative as hell. I met this guy who was like, just hit me up, hit up a zoo, and was like, hey, by the way, check out this thing that I can do. Basically, being able to capture cinematic level shots. We're talking about sweeping aerial shots, all sorts of pre-programmed shot angles that we can pull up in Decentraland and do a live broadcast with all these various cinematic level shot angles. You know, like right now on my stream, you know, you see my POV and you see my first person, right? Imagine if you were seeing shots that were like sweeping camera angles and shit like that. Oh, it's going down, folks. The silence is tantalizing. Yo, these wearables, though, that you can claim at Golfcraft are freaking insane. This is better than freaking Chuck E. Cheese. I gotta get a Golfcraft shirt, though.
Sorry, just cooking some breakfast right now.
Hey, get that sizzle. Golfcraft is a great example of an awesome play to earn. GIB. Oh! It's time for GIB. Is that the ghosts thing? It's time for the ghost thing. -16, 146. Wait, Sinful Meat Sticks, what show do you think it is? What show do people think it is? I want to know what show do people think is going to be, what is it? It's a competitive game that was on Spike TV. I can't confirm nor deny it at this point. Oh shit. Folks, if you're watching on Twitch right now, we've just entered onto Ghosts. CBS enters the Metaverse Ghosts live on the scene. I'm about to dig in right here. MXC. I don't know what is that? Never heard of that show. Sinful Meat Sticks. I can't confirm or deny. Oh, this is so cool. Look at this. Oh shit, look at this. Now this is cool. Good job, CBS.
I'm meeting you there right now.
Look at this shit. Oh, this is dope.
Are you inside?
I'm at the picture booth thing. Do you see this picture booth?
Is it inside the house?
It's just outside. It's freaking dope.
Okay.
They have a you know how usually you stand in front of the wall and you take a picture?
Oh, I see.
They have you can stand in the frame. Hey, you're in my picture. Oh wait, I like that. Stay there. Oh, go back. Yes, they're right. Oh, that's perfect. Love it. Post
yes, sir. Can't believe they let me put 2 guns on this thing.
Hey, you know it's you're right. You got the right. You got the right to bear arms in Decentraland.
Right to art. That's what I think. Artistic freedom.
Exactly. I'm making this post here. CBS Ghosts. All right, let's drop a link here. All right, come find out what's going on in the haunted house. I just posted a link there. Y'all go ahead on Twitter, retweet that for your boy if you would be so kind. All right, here we are. The build is looking, it's beautiful. I mean, this is really, uh-oh. Something got buried here. All right, if we're gonna go in there, we got to go in prepared. I'm gonna keep my Ethermon head on my, so I can just blend in with the ghosts. All right, here we go. Right click to interact. Want to win limited edition ghost NFTs? Click here to set up your wallet.
Woodstone Mansion is stuck in the metaverse.
I'm good on that. I'm not going to no website to set up no new wallet. That's not interoperability. That's freaking no. Am I right? Like,
yeah, no new wallet.
No new wallet. They want me to go on their website and set up a wallet on their website, bro.
The CBS thing?
Yeah.
There was a little mishap involving a video game and some ghosts, and you know what? Not important
gonna be like
right
MasterCard where you can get like a fucking.
They're trying to rug me. They're trying to steal my
But you can help
JPEGs.
get us back. Enter Woodstone and complete all 8 quests. Here's a token to get you started.
Okay. I gotta enter here. Complete all. Here's a token to get me started. Okay. Congrats. Okay, I got an NFT. Okay. Oh wait. So ghostswallet.cbs.com. Look at this. Ghosts Wallet. And I tried to connect and it gave me an error. Here we go, CBS. If you're watching this, here's your error for your QA report. Says access denied. I tried to connect with my Twitter and it's not getting my email. It says error retrieving email from Twitter object. But nonetheless, okay, here we are. Spooky stuff. This is a beautiful, beautiful build. I love this style. It's like very nice, very, very haunted. I'm just exploring what's going on. I don't know. I know nothing about this show except it's a comedy horror, haunted horror. I don't know.
I have quite the tune stuck in my head.
Huh?
Would you mind playing it on that peculiar piano there?
Okay.
Ah, yes, that's exactly it. Here is a token of my thanks.
Oh, sweet. I'm not going to Ghost Wallet. I don't trust you, Ghost Wallet. You're gonna possess me.
This oven makes the best pizza a ghost
Who's
could
talking?
ever smell. Or human could eat. Pick your toppings and get cooking.
Your NFTs are gonna disappear.
Exactly. They're all invisible. It says pick my toppings to get cooking. Okay, I gotta make a little pizza here.
Wow. Now that looks like a tasty pizza. Here's a little something for you.
Okay, thank you. They really insist me on getting this ghost wallet. I'm not getting your ghost wallet. Oh, okay. What up?
Yes, it's really me, Alberta Haynes.
It's Alberta.
Don't tell me you've been to Crazy Todd's Museum in Altoona. Ooh. Well, I'll take all the attention I can get.
This is the best voice acting I've ever
unless
heard
it's
in
from Al
Decentraland.
Capone. Ooh, that man was clingy. Now, another thing about Al. Oh, you gotta go? Well, don't forget to tell your friends about Alberta Haynes. Here's something to remember me by.
Okay, so Bitcoin Fiend says you aren't getting a new wallet. It's just connecting your wallet to their site so that they can get us the NFT. I will say, I tried to do it in all fairness. I tried to, but it actually didn't give me like access. It said I tried to do it with my Twitter and it said access denied because it couldn't accept my email. So even if I wanted to, I wasn't even able to see that. So I guess you do just connect your existing wallet. It's on their website. But I will say, knowing how these conversations happen behind closed doors, the reason that's the case, like they could have very easily had a sort of dispense point, you know, for like them to give you the NFTs. They just want you they just want to get your email and your info, like by making you go and set up an account on their website. They didn't need to make anyone do that.
No, yeah, they could have streamlined it way easier.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to. It won't even give me the option right now. Like, if I wanted to do the Ghost Wallet thing, it won't even give me the option to use any other option anymore. It's just going directly to try to use my Twitter. So, even if I wanted to. That's true. Bitcoin Fiend makes a good point. You could use a dummy name.
You with the positive vibes.
Yeah,
Can you help me find my glasses?
I got you, boo. Here we go. Find your glasses. Oh.
Do you think we look through glasses? Or do our glasses look through us?
Wow. Whoa! Whoa! Where? Whoa! Here we go.
I bet that was a wild ride. I'll take those. You take this. A token of my love.
Pardon? Yes, you there. I seem to be missing something. I'm certain I left it in my room. Here, fetch it for me, why don't you? Oh, aren't you the best little helper? And here is your reward. Look, it's an oomphed.
Vikings used to raid sores of this land without night's rest. Now, TV keep... What happened? Must see latest episode? Here's your treasure.
Hey, it's an exclusive party. You're not on the list. Hit the... Welcome to Woodstone B&B.
Oh, here we go. Audio's back. Appreciate you, Sherry. So Rustan, congratulations on the Clone X. Y'all, I got some stuff I gotta vote on in the DAO. So if you have any DAO votes or stuff that y'all want to get covered, or you want me to vote on, just throw that in the town hall. I will do that today or tomorrow. All right, y'all. Much love. I will catch y'all on the flip side. All right. Deuces.
Good, KOE. I'll see you soon.
See you soon, brother.
See you, bro. Great seeing you again.
Good seeing you. Much love, Sherry Berry. Listen, this is amazing. Only Mountain Dew could really come out and do something like this. So excited for my man. Holy Fragile won a Clone X. Tell me that is not a not a Fire Clone X2. That's just so happy for him. All right, y'all. Peace out. Have a great rest of your day.